Hey guys, how's it going? It's Joe here. Thanks for visiting my channel. If you would like to please subscribe to my channel, please click on the link below on the red subscribe icon. And don't forget to click on the red bell, because if you don't, you're not going to be getting many videos that I post up here on YouTube. And as well, if you like my videos, please give it a thumbs up, share it to your families and friends. Much appreciated. So, just heading back from work now. I was with a student and then I had a meeting with a project that I'm working on. I wanted to make a video today about what it means if your stomach keeps on growling. Now, this is a common trend or common thread that I see on a lot of the health sites such as CureZone or other other health related sites, from people that are complaining about constant growling, as if they have hunger growls, but they're not hungry. Now, I've experienced this, and I still do experience this ever since, I guess, I started focusing and remembering or noticing that my stomach was growling, even at times when I'm not hungry. And the main reason, from my experience after 5 years of getting into this whole dilemma of candida and my health degrading, if you watch my other videos, you can watch my video of my thoughts and experience with direct invasive candida, which I still do suffer up until today, 5 years of fighting this sort of chronic infection. Although I believe I may have had a deterioration of my gut flora prior, like for years, when I was in my adolescence and throughout my young adult life. So basically, this growling comes from my experience, for what I believe happens whenever I get the growls is usually immediately when I consume something that's processed, whether it be processed bread, pastries, maybe possibly candy, donuts, anything that's processed by conventional means. Immediately, either I hear small growls, or they get like consistent or constant growling, almost like within a few seconds or even a couple of minutes you start hearing growling. Another times where I do hear growling is if I consume, again, conventional meats. So if I go into the domain of consuming, like, say, a hamburger from a fast food chain, or hot dog, or sausages, which I've been eliminating these from my diet, but because of my course of my job, I'm outside on the road a lot of the times, and these places, these huts of poison, are all around us, and I cheat on my diet. So then I go in and I consume maybe the odd hamburger, again blindly thinking it's not going to cause me harm or hurt me, but I pay for that after with constant pains and bloating and feelings of depression and sadness, and all those things are all linked to what we're eating in our food. So the growling happens when those foods get basically into my mouth, and within a minute or so, as I'm eating this food, you start hearing the growling. It's not me only. It's as I can see, it happens. It's probably been happening all my life, but I never was paying attention to it, right? And now I'm paying attention to it, and I'm noticing it as well in immediate family members, friends, students that I tutor at my work. I notice that while they're eating conventional food, their stomach is growling, and this is not like a one-time thing. This is almost on an everyday basis. I'm seeing this, especially knowing that my grandmother who right now she's 85 years old, but she's always had digestive problems her whole life. Her diet has been out of whack since when she was 40. She had a range of problems, but her stomach used to always growl. And every time she consumes things, even up until now, her stomach is growling right after. I noticed that from my grandmother, but now I'm noticing it in people. And this is my insight and my thought. When you have overgrowth of candida or overgrowth of parasites, there is some mode of communication that's happening between these parasites, just as there is mode of communication between the good bacteria and the good gut flora in your body with the gut-brain axis. That there's that mode of communication between the gut and the brain. These gut or microflora, they can communicate with each other. Parasites, they don't feed on each other. Parasites are a parasite. They feed off the host. There is a mode of communication between parasites. That's what I'm noticing. And once you consume a processed food that are, again, there's foods that are parasite promoting and there are foods that are parasite inhibiting. If we consume foods that are parasite promoting, this creates a reaction. Either your body's reacting to it at the molecular level by releasing more immune system, more white blood cells into the blood surrounding the intestine. Either the body reacts by releasing mucus to the small intestine, large intestine, to flush away any toxins. Because again, there's another video I will make regarding certain sounds that you will hear at your neck. This I've noticed again 5 years ago when I did my major detox with sodium bicarbonate. This is what another symptom or another thing that I've noticed with certain foods, that there's a sound that you'll hear coming down your neck. So in any case, these growlings could be very heavy or could be very loud and could be embarrassing. And once I would consume, say for example, after noticing I'm getting those growlings, I would consume, say, 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C, the growlings go away. Or I consume, say, a wheatgrass powder that I have, and within a few minutes it's gone. Or if I consume aniseed tea, within a few seconds the growling's gone. Whenever I consume something that is full of like nutrition, nutrient dense, parasite inhibiting, those symptoms or the sound of the growling goes away. The peak of my growling that I remember was when I was purchasing meats from Costco, and we were purchasing meats and whatnot, like big tenderloin and sirloin tip, and I was cutting them up, and from the texture of the meat, again conventional meat, from the texture of the meat, it wasn't the right it wasn't consistent. It was different than before. It was almost like powdery, as if there was soy in there, but this is chunks of meat. And almost immediately, once I was eating meals with that meat, I was getting growling, like lots of growling, consistent, like it's rumbling. My stomach's rumbling, and I'm feeling discomfort. I'm feeling like shit. I'm feeling, something wrong. So I go use the washroom, dump, and then the growling still is there, but I feel some sort of relief. Again, if I consume the same meat, the rumbling starts again. All night, my stomach is rumbling. All night, I'm feeling aches and pains and feeling like shit. Once I stop eating the meat, go for a quick fast, 12-hour fast, water fast, no meat, no bread, the symptoms go away, the growling goes away. So, if you suffer from growling or rumbling of the stomach and it's embarrassing to you, you have belching, your stomach is making sounds, and you're not hungry, then I would definitely consider, from my experience, looking into the food that you're eating. Because, as you know, foods such as processed meats, processed vegetables, and grains, and oats that are conventional sprayed with glyphosate. You can watch my videos on glyphosate, my video on the danger of glyphosate. These are causing harm to not just your gut flora, but they're parasite promoting in the body. They're promoting parasites, and you can notice from if you consume conventional meat and you feel after you hear the rumbling, after you have all of those sounds coming from your stomach, tell me, for example, what your stool smells like. If it's a stool is not supposed to smell, pleasant, but there's something wrong with those kind of stools. They'll be like putrid. They're like offensive. They're like, there's something wrong with those stools because you don't have good bacteria digesting the food. You got bad bacteria digesting the food now and causing those very bad putrid odor, smells, and causing harm, essentially. The bloating, the damage to the intestine, the lining of the intestine, the inflammation. So if you want to look at the rumbling and it's not going away, you got to see what's coming in your plate. Now, for me, I still consume, for example, I purchased at Costco their grass-fed ground beef, and it is costly, but it, again, as me and my family start moving away from conventional and more to organic, certified organic, we're eating less. Like, I don't get full anymore. The way I used to eat so much. I used to eat 2 plates of food just to be satisfied. Now I'll probably get through 3/4 of a plate with nutrient dense food and I'm satisfied. I'm full of energy. I'm awake. When I cheat on my diet, that's when I go downhill. I get the bloating, I get the gain of weight, I get the bad breath, bad eyesight, bad hearing, the irritability, the shakiness, all of that comes into play, backaches, etc. Once I modify my diet, go into deep fast, and eat proper nutrient-dense certified organic food, and I abstain from meat for a while, I regain my health, I regain my consciousness, my mentality is stronger, better, my vision is better, my hearing is better, my back pains are gone, knee pains are gone, ankle pains are gone. So if you got rumbling, I would highly suggest look into what you're eating and tell me what you think in the comments below. Is the rumbling happening when you're hungry, or is it happening when you're not hungry? Tell me what you think. And thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for watching my videos. God bless and keep well. Take care. Thanks again. Bye.